everybody, it's Kimberly here. I'm the owner and founder of How We Fund It. It is a system that I developed to reinvent fundraising for schools and nonprofits. Just a little bit about myself. I used to be a school teacher, and then I was a director of a nonprofit organization. And in that role, in those roles, and also as a parent, I know that we've all seen that fundraising for schools especially really needs an overhaul. We're tired of selling cookie dough and candy bars or buying wrapping paper, things that we are needing to do to help raise money for our schools, but that we're really not wanting the products that are being sold. Or you might have go to a lot of effort and work to do, create an event. Like for an example, my hairdresser was in charge of the fun run for my kids' school, for our kids' school, and she worked really hard. It took her 3 months of all of her spare time preparing for this event, getting all the permits to do the run from the city and whatnot, and then going to local businesses to ask if they would write a check and make a donation to our school in return for their logo being on like a piece of paper that would be given out, having a booth at the event, and then like their logo being on a t-shirt. And so she actually worked very hard and was successful. She got $10,000 worth of donations from the local businesses for this event. So that's where the majority of the fundraising came from for the event. And I asked her when it was all over how it went, because I was really impressed that she had come up with $10,000. That's a lot of work to get that much money from local businesses. She said the event was great, but she said the thing is the cost of the event, when it was all said and done, by the time they did the t-shirts and they printed up the brochures and they paid for the permits and everything else that it cost, ended up costing them $5,000. And so, their margin of profit and rate of return was 50%, which is actually pretty much average for most kinds of fundraising efforts. Whether you're asking just straight up for donations or you're putting on an event where somebody gets something in return, like maybe it's a dinner, and then you maybe even get a bunch of people all involved to donate the food, so that you don't even have the cost of the dinner. But there's still costs to running events, and there's also costs simply on the amount of time. Whether you have volunteer labor or not, it is very time consuming. And so in the end, even if you're always depending on volunteer labor to run events for you, whether it's even the people who maybe make phone calls to ask people for money, or whether it's even as a school, you're trying to get your kids in your school to go out, and you have to motivate them and give them prizes and whatever to, sell the candy bars or sell the entertainment book or whatever it is. There's always a cost to fundraising. And sometimes that cost is just depleting your volunteer base. They get so tired, your trusty volunteers finally just get to a point where they're like, no, I don't want to do this next year because I was exhausted after 3 months and I raised $5,000 in 3 months for this, for this event after all the hard work I did. So this is where and why it is so important for us to find a better way to do fundraising. And when I came up with the concept for How We Fund It, and I started really wrapping my mind around the ramifications of what I created, I realized I had truly done something that is going to completely change the landscape of fundraising. And I am going to just put it out there right now. I believe it will reinvent fundraising as we know it. So the way it works is I have developed an app, and we get business sponsors to donate offers that go into the app, and they do it on a continual basis, so we never lose the value of the app. We're creating something of so much value here that we can use it as a tool to easily leverage, gain, and build a base of monthly membership support. So for schools and nonprofits, whereas it used to be like kind of the like the impossible thing to ever really build a base of membership support where you get someone to pay, give on a monthly basis $5 a month, $10 a month. And the only way you could do that is with a ton of effort and a ton of work, and almost like, just begging and pleading people and trying to convince them that your cause is important enough to them to say, yes, I'll give you my credit card number and I'll give you $5 a month, or I'll give you $10 a month. And that, again, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to make that happen. So what we're doing with this tool is we're creating a motivation for somebody to want to give monthly membership support in return for this item. But we're also giving all the schools and nonprofits a tool to help get the message out there to make it so easy to build your membership base of support that in and of itself, the delivery is also a completely turnkey system. And this is where How We Fund It also, like, it's just incredible. It took me a long time, actually. I had gotten the whole concept developed of the app, but I didn't know yet how to deliver it other than kind of through traditional messages and methods. And I did understand that probably a key would be to create a video that would, do a short presentation of the school or the nonprofit, what they're raising money for, why it's of value in our community, trying to make that the connection. And then to talk about how we fund it and how members can get this amazing, tool to just like save money and connect to their community in return that's of so much value that it's actually far more valuable than their monthly membership support, so that it makes it easy for them to make the decision to want to be involved. But the question was, how do we, really deliver that in a super easy way that also eliminates the need of constant follow-up? Because you know how it is, that really for the most part, no matter how great something sounds or how much we think we want to do it, most of us will take a look at it the first time and then we'll be like, yeah, I'm going to file that. Like for me, on Facebook, I have saved a lot of different things that I'll see, like a video about something that, I would possibly buy it. And because I'm limited on my funds right now, or I haven't made up my mind right now, I just save the video for later. So the system that we've decided to use for delivery is called funnel marketing. And funnel marketing basically presents, first of all, the first message, and that would be the video that we'll create. And then there's a backup, whole system of follow-up that's all automatic. And the way we get people to go into the funnel is by offering something of so much value right then and there that they're likely to say, yeah, I think that sounds good. I would like to have what you're offering right now that's free. And, that'll kind of give me the chance to think about how much more I want to be involved. So the video has two calls of action. It has either sign up now as a member and you can choose your level of support, $15 a month, $25, $50, or $100. And then that will give you immediate access to the How Wallet app where you can start saving a lot of money. Or sign up right now for our free trial offer, which is 7 days, and you can use all of the vouchers in it that are $1 to $5 in value. And people who may not want to say, I'll commit to the money right now, but who are like, yeah, I think that's interesting. I'll give the trial a try, would enter their information and they could download the app. And then from there, we can, work to move them up the ladder of support. In addition, even people who become How We Fund It members, maybe they're only choosing the silver level of $15 a month, but as time goes on, they're saving, maybe $30, $50, $100 a month with just the $15 a month level. We're going to give them continued messaging and encouragement to up their level of support, maybe support more than one organization, maybe they support 2 different ones, or they just give all of, more support to the one organization that they already support to up their membership level, get access to larger gift vouchers of use to, potentially save more money. So that's how We Fund It system works, why it's truly a turnkey system for schools and nonprofits to generate an ongoing monthly base of support. I've run the numbers on how much money an average group of 100 members would raise for a school or nonprofit. And it will blow your mind. Even after How We Fund It takes the percentage of what we keep, which is 22%, so that we can build the system, support it, bring it, and make it happen, give it to businesses for free, and give it to schools and nonprofits for free. So that's why we keep 22% of the monthly membership fees. Even after we keep our cut and we take out the credit card companies keep their cut, on average, 100 How We Fund It members will raise $20,000 a year for a school or cause they support. So it really is a no-brainer. I cannot wait to really begin to roll this thing out, not only in my own community, but as we take this, we're going to take this nationwide. There will be a network across North America of How We Fund It business sponsors and schools and nonprofits and members who use this system to really affect big change in their communities. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about How We Fund It, go to our website, howwefundit.com. And you can easily sign up right now as a school or nonprofit or a local business sponsor if there's currently a network in your area. If not, just give us a call. We're certainly able to discuss what it's going to take to make this happen in your community.